Hey everyone, Qroo here. In today's video, I'm going to be covering how to challenge someone to do something in Spanish. For example, I challenge you to watch this video until the end. Now I'm going to be covering two different ways to do this in Spanish. The first one's going to sound like this. Te reto a ver este video hasta el final. And the other way is going to use the subjunctive. Te reto a que veas este video hasta el final. Now, in case you didn't pick it out, the verb we're using there is RETAR, but I want you to learn it with the preposition a. So on your word list, you're going to have RETAR a, to challenge someone to do something. Now, I would say that I use this most when I'm speaking to someone directly, like I challenge you to do this, or I challenge you to do that. So that's how we're going to be using it today. I mean, if you're more advanced, you can use however you want. But we're going to go ahead and conjugate it that way and plug it into our formulas. So these are our formulas. Our first one is simple. Te reto a, there's that a, plus infinitive. And the infinitive is the unconjugated form of the verb. We pick out a verb on wordreference.com or something and we just plug it in. We don't have to conjugate it. Super easy. The second formula is for you folks who are a little further along in Spanish and are familiar with the subjunctive, one of my favorite subjects. Te reto a que plus subjunctive. And see, that a is still there, right? It's always going to be there. So super important to learn that. We're going to go ahead and start with that first one, the easy one, and then build from there. Te reto a plus infinitive. And I'll slow it down for you. Te reto a plus infinitive. It's going to take a little practice with that one. Let's look at some examples. I challenge you to repeat this sentence. Te reto a repetir esta frase. I challenge you to read this out loud. Te reto a leer esto en voz alta. Now, as we go through these examples, you may see other things, other aspects of the example you like maybe that en voz alta. You're like, wow, that's useful, that out loud part. I want to put on my word list. All right, you want to try one? I challenge you to count to 10. I didn't get enough coffee today. Te reto a contar hasta 10. Here's another one. I challenge you to practice this verb all day. Ready? Te reto a practicar este verbo todo el día. So that first construction, that formula, super clean and simple. The structure doesn't change, just te reto a and plug in your infinitive. Super easy. Now let's move on to that tougher one. Te reto a que plus subjunctive. If you don't know what the subjunctive is, just think of it this way. It is a different set of conjugations that are triggered by certain grammatical constructions, and this is one of them. The subjunctive does exist in English, but it's not very important, and it does not mirror its usage in Spanish, so you can't use your English to intuitively figure out when to use it. So the easiest way to learn the subjunctive as an adult is to break it down into little formulas like this, so you'll know when to use it every single time without much thought. So let's go ahead and play with this construction a little bit, but let's use the same examples we did before so you can see what that looks like. I challenge you to repeat this sentence. Te reto a que repitas esta frase. So we have te reto a que. That's how our construction is going to begin. That next verb is conjugated in the subjunctive. Why? Because it's a subjunctive trigger. We don't have to think about it. It just is. And if you're wondering how to conjugate into the subjunctive, maybe you're not familiar with that, it's not particularly difficult. I have a video on it. I'll post a link to it in the description section. You can watch it later. For you folks who are familiar with the subjunctive, maybe you want to try one. I challenge you to read this out loud. I got nothing. Are you ready? Te reto a que leas esto en voz alta. Did you get that one? If you did, you're killing it. I mean, you just turn off the video now, unless you just want some more practice. Maybe you do. I challenge you to count to 10. Te reto a que cuentes hasta 10. See, it's cuentes instead of cuentas because it's in the subjunctive. Want another one? I challenge you to practice this verb all day. A little bit longer. I never know what to do during the lulls. Te reto a que practiques este verbo todo el día. And see, it's practiques from practicar, but it's in the present subjunctive. Now at this point in the video, you might be wondering, okay, so I have two formulas. Is there any difference in meaning? Am I supposed to choose one over the other? You can choose either one. They're the same. They're both natural sounding. Obviously that first one is super easy, so it comes out a lot easier. But you're going to hear ones with the subjunctive too. So, you got to be you on this one. You choose which one you like. Well, that's it for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. And until next time, hasta luego.